shy.
And hello, there you are. Welcome. Come on in, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on in. Good to see everybody. Wow, it has been a crazy, crazy last 48 hours. I am sorry for all the confusion and all the technical issues that from the day prior to yesterday for getting going, getting the stream going, and even a little confusion today. Somehow the time had changed, but good to see everybody on. It's not used to being that big on screen. Okay, there you go. Good to see everybody in here. Let's see. Planetary Union Coach today, talking some how do we better ourselves. See, I got technical problems all over the place. My background lighting is flickering on and off. Alrighty, we'll see what happens. Let's see who's in here. Sci-Fi Mambi, good to see Sci-Fi Mambi in here. Thank you for popping in, my friend, hanging around and sending a raid. I think you sent a raid, right? And Connie, good to see Connie Cleary and her birdie. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. And John, the Beagle Dad. And hopefully you will be a Beagle Dad again soon. Good to see you, my friend. Our unofficial Cape Canaveral correspondent, of course. There's the light is back. What is wrong with the lighting? I gotta figure that out. That's me. Who else? Ty, good to see you, Ty. Wow, Ty's got some James Bond profile pic going on there, huh? Good to see you, my friend. What's up, Ty? Good day, mate. There you go. Good day. There's a good day from Ty. Philip, my evil Vulcan friend. Good to see you. Good to see you, Philip. Good to see you, my friend. And let's see. Curtis, good to see you, Curtis. Good to see you, my friend. Awesome to see Mr. Selby in here. And hello, Colleen. How are you? Mercury retrograde shadow. It went direct earlier this week, but you can still blame it on technical glitches if you want. Okay. That's funny. Thank you, Colleen. Good to see you, Colleen. Thank you for popping in here, my friend. Yes, we can blame it all on technical glitches. I hope you feel better too, Curtis. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, do that. Gotcha. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Curtis. Whatever it is, my friend. Good to see everybody. And there goes our lighting. Our lighting goes on and off. I don't know if you guys can tell much, but it's going on and off. Excuse me. Alrighty. Well, technical glitches and all. The show must go on. We need to have a stream here. So good to see everybody. And we are. This is not Latchcomb. Today we're doing Planetary Union Coach, and we're going to talk a little bit about. How how not just how the Orville can improve your life, but how you can improve your life, right? And there's lots of things that that people can do. Most important thing that people can do to improve the quality of life is to strive for the improvement. There goes the lights. See, now it's all bright in here. So the best thing you can do is to want to improve quality of life. And one of the things that the Inspiration channel, our spin-off channel, is going to do is our Inspiration TV. We are live on 2 channels right now, so we're on Orville Nation and Inspiration. The Inspiration channel is partnering with a group who is putting out the Inspiration platform. And you guys, I told you about this a little bit, and I know that some of you guys signed up And I want everybody to sign up because it's free. It's free for all you guys. It's free for my Orville Nation peeps. And we are, this is the inspiration. Let me put this, by the way, in the description. So the inspiration platform is going to be a community. It's going to be kind of a hybrid between Mind Valley, Gaia TV, and Discovery Channel. Now, for those of you who don't know, so Gaia.com TV is like this is has a lot of content for personal growth, some mystical stuff, some disclosure stuff, things of general interest to a lot of people, and in that area, in those areas. Mind Valley is a personal growth platform, and I'm sure many of you guys have heard about that. Hey, what's up? John's back. Good to see you, John. John's back. And of course, Discovery Channel is always giving us that audiovisual content that inspires us so much in so many areas, right? So that is what the inspiration platform is about. And I'm going to put the Curtis says he love Gaia. He says he loves Gaia. I used to do the Mind Valley meditation every night. Let's get back to. Oh, you did, huh? You're doing that Mind Valley meditation every night, huh? That's interesting. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Curtis. Um, that's cool. Yeah, meditation. Listen, if you have time to meditate, you absolutely should. And if you don't have time, you should make some time because, as we know, especially come to think of it, our friend Philip, our evil Vulcan friend, maybe our evil Vulcan friend Philip has turned evil because he's not meditating. Because not meditating really screws up Vulcans, as you guys know, right? So Philip, maybe that's what happened to you. Maybe that's what made you an evil Vulcan henchman. Hello, Phantom Outsider. Hail, chat. Hail, Phantom Outsider. Good to see you, my friend. I do my zoning out with my walking. Okay, that's good. That's good. Meditation. Listen, that time can be like John is saying. It can be done in even during an activity where you are, of course, you're probably a little less relaxed when you're walking, but there's no reason why you can't achieve that a certain meditative state while you're doing like something like John's habitual walk, right? So walking meditations are great, says Colleen. Theta meditations are great. Mindfulness meditations are great. All meditations are great. Yeah, yeah, Colleen. Yeah, Colleen's got the right idea. Agreed. Absolutely agreed, my friend. Absolutely. Well said, Ms. O'Brien. Well said, Colleen. I put it on an audiobook and just let it go. We are in a walking community. There you go. Yeah. Listen, by the way, when Colleen's talking about theta meditations, there are audio tools. There's something called white noise meditation. And now that's a kind of a generic term, but it's also a specific brand. Especially people who have iTunes. You can, I know it's on iTunes, and you can also Google it. White noise meditation. They have like natural sounds, that are binaural, and binaural means that the frequency that goes into one ear is slightly different from the other ear, and the difference helps you to achieve a certain brainwave. And oh wow, a master meditator, been doing it for 12 years. Wow, Colleen. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Well, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Love to hear about your experiences, Colleen. Thank you for saying that, for sharing. So by the way, before I forget, let me just put in the, let me just put, all right. So, and let me also put it in the description here. hold on. Let me put it. Make sure it's in the description. So what I want people to do, you don't have to, but I wanna gift people in our Orville Nation community. I want to gift them the free membership to the inspiration community, and it's in the description right now. I put it in the description. So um, let's see. Yeah, it's in there. And I'm going to put it in the chat too, again. So make sure you go to inspiration.club and make sure you sign up for that waiting list. And the waiting list right here, as you guys can see, you guys can see this, right? Yeah. The waiting list here. If you click on here, you just fill out a username, an email. Nothing else is required. Uh, you can put more information. You can put your Instagram, your Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want. But the only required is just a username and an email. So there's a lot of privacy. And join the wait list. And what's going to happen is that in hopefully in not no, I wasn't going to say several, but hopefully in a few weeks, we will be able to have the platform up and running, and it's going to have we're going to be in a pre-launch phase at first, and eventually it's going to be the place to go for all your personal development, right? And you know what? Most importantly, not just personal development, personal growth, but everything that inspires you, things that inspire you of all sorts should be part of this platform. Um, there's no real wrong way to do it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, so yeah, make sure you guys are signed up for make sure you're signed up for the let's see, for the inspiration community. Now, excuse me. I want to talk a little bit about I want to talk a little bit about where was I? Hold on. I want to talk a little bit about personal growth in general. And one of the reasons that I have been fighting for putting this platform together, and I guess I'm going to end up being the one of the main ambassadors. There's going to be other ambassadors for the Inspiration platform, but I'm going to be one of the ambassadors for the platform. And um, one of the reasons I wanted to help put this out is because after many years of being in personal growth, right, decades actually, of being in personal growth, um, I see all kinds of things. And first of all, there's tons of good people. There's tons of good people across the board. Most of them are wonderful people in personal growth. Now that means people teaching. That means people participating. That means people, you know, um, becoming students to teachers and people who are curious and every basically just wonderful environment. Now, one of the problems that has occurred often is that um, the financial issues become because it's not easy. The personal growth business is not. It's not. Let's just say it's not. Um, I don't want to say it's not easy, but it can be challenging to make a living off doing it. So I think some people have strayed down the path in some instances have strayed down the path of probably not um, good people, but not at certain times not acting in in the best interest of their clients, right? And sometimes overselling, overpromising, sometimes and when I say, and I'm not talking about little things, I'm talking about big things. I'm talking about you know, um, people spending thousands and thousands of dollars and feeling like they're in some instances, not, usually people don't feel like they're taking, but sometimes people feel like, that they haven't been, um, that people have, that the people who have been getting them signed up have not been, very forthcoming, or they've promised, they promised too much. Um, I'd give you permission. I hear you, BJ. Having had to quit the healing personal development business myself for many. Really, I'd love to hear more about that, Colleen. Reach out to me if you don't mind. I'd love to hear more about that. Um, and yeah, for many reasons, huh? Yeah, so I've done my fair share of stepping away and wanting to come back to it. I'm almost ready to come back to it, and I guess this whole inspiration platform is kind of coming back to it on my own terms. And I also think that, so there's people who have, obviously you should be allowed to make money. You should listen. You should want to make money at any business you're doing, and absolutely you're entitled to do and charge what you're worth. But there is, when your client is not getting the progress that they're wanting to get, it doesn't necessarily mean, well, that's because you haven't signed up to our other new class, right? And after that, the other new class we got, and after that, the other new product, or that's because you got to try all the products, right? And in some instances, there may be some benefit to doing other stuff, but a lot of times, most 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 of these a lot of the main problem with a lot of personal growth organizations is that they start to become gatekeepers to information. And when you start to become a gatekeeper to wisdom, it can be a problem. Excuse me, I need a drink water. Excuse me. And okay. Are you on Twitter, Colleen? Are we connected on Twitter? Um, this is my Twitter. If you're, um, this is my, hmm, let's see. So, this is my Twitter. Where's my Twitter? All right. Yeah, that's our Twitter. And if you don't have Twitter, oh, you're not on Twitter. Then here, I'll just put, this is my email. I'd love to talk to you more about that. So orvillenationpj@gmail.com. Yeah, so there you go. I'd love to talk to you more about that, Colleen. So before I typed in good job, I was thinking of typing in. So basically, so the organizations can turn into gatekeepers of wisdom. And on the one hand, I am absolutely for people, people making a living, and not just making a living, but doing well. Like you could very ethically make a lot of money doing personal development. Now, The problem is, the problem is, instead, and this is the big problem, and this is the big fear, and this is a lacking paradigm of lack in the personal development field that is pretty much, I think it's really across the board, to be honest, regardless of how good the teacher is. Um, and you know what, across the board, not 100%. There's exceptions to it, but there's for sure there's exceptions to it. But this is a huge trend. Basically, people are trying to, when you finally attract a client in personal development, people are trying to, um, or even they might not even be trying it. Sometimes they're doing it. This just like the business, the system, the way it's set up, right? The way so many people are doing the business, you're trying to extract or milk too much from that one client. And uh, so obviously, I'm not anti-capitalism. I believe in, I very much believe in entrepreneurship, but I think that we cannot gatekeep um, sharing wisdom, with our fellow, men. So, and women. So, I think that um, basically one of the reasons I'm participating in the inspiration community is because I want easy access to good personal growth content for everybody. And when I mean easy, I mean as affordable as well. And it has to be affordable. I'm going to give you a really good example to how much damage the personal development industry is doing to some people. For example, um, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that are interested in personal growth. There's lots of entrepreneurs. What happens when you're an entrepreneur and and if we're looking at Maslow's pyramid, and maybe I should even put up a picture of that. But basically, when the people you're going to learn and to grow from, right, um, are overcharging you, and they're not just overcharging you, but getting you hooked and addicted to their system in a non-healthy way, where you keep spending money and money, 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 you keep spending, and you're not really growing. uh you're not getting your money's worth really for that, for whatever reason. It could be even your own fault. It can even be, and a lot of times it's people's self-sabotage, right? So, but the people who are teaching this have got to make people aware of that. The self-sabotage is a big issue. So it doesn't necessarily matter how much money you're spending if you're self-sabotaging yourself in certain ways. Now, basically, I don't want to get off track, but and I want to also get back to the chat a little bit. But I think that um, basically what I want to get at is the following: the sharing of wisdom and teaching of, personal growth content, and personal growth wisdom has to be, doesn't necessarily have to be free, right? But it needs to be accessible to everybody. It needs to be affordable to everybody. It can't be you pay, $15,000 for, 3 or 4 days at an event. And there might be some people who can pay that, but and there can be those options. There can be those options for people who can afford it. But how do you vet your client? Are you vetting your clients to make sure that they can afford it? Are you vetting because maybe there's a young college kid who's paying the $15,000. Excuse me. Maybe this is a young college kid who's paying the $15,000, right? And they are and they're where was I going? And there's a young college kid paying $15,000, and he's putting it on a credit card, which he shouldn't. and then he wants to start that business, right? Or she wants to start that business, and they're just chopping away at that base of that of their Maslow's pyramid, and the base of the pyramid is to make sure that your basic needs are taken care of. And if you don't have the finances to take care of your basic needs, you're not going to do anything above, at the top of the pyramid, right? So if your basic needs aren't being met, so a lot of times one of the very good examples that I wanted was this reason I'm sharing this. One of the very good examples of some of the damage that personal development can do to people is, uh, you know, hurting them at the base of their, Maslow's pyramid concept, where their basic needs are being, their capacity to take care of their basic needs is being hurt, and what happens is that client is just being set back. They're being set back in their goals and their projects. Sorry, let me just read the chat real quick. And hey, Rennie, good to see you. Good to see both of you guys. She's getting ready to go out. It's 2-year 4-month anniversary today. So it's Jake's Burger. Oh, sounds good. Enjoy that burger, my friend. Oh, sounds good. Congratulations on your on that anniversary to both of you. Trying to extract maximum cash from the Vic. I mean clients. Very funny. It's a tight line. It's a tight line to walk. Trying to make a business out of something, but yet not just be only about money. And it doesn't have to be about money. And one of the reasons it doesn't just have to be about money. Actually, it should be principally about your clients. And it should be principally about your clients, but you can make money at the same time. But money cannot be more important than people, right? Money cannot be more important than people. Money is a servant and a tool. Money is a hammer. Hammer is the same thing as a dollar bill. It's a tool, and you have to see it as a tool. And you cannot put a tool above, a human being. Otherwise, you become the tool. In lingo. I feel it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm subbed to. I'm gonna make sure I'm subbed to Colleen. Let's see. Let me make sure I am subbed. I think I'm subbed. Yep, I'm subscribed. Okay. Two unholy healers. Okay. I will have to check that out. Awesome, honey. And hit me up, and love to talk to you. All right, back to the chat. Or the clients that are attracted to the work are desperate and don't even have the money to spend, even the lowest price point offerings. That's true. Some people are desperate. And you know what? I think that a good teacher and a good program and a good business has something for everybody. What do you think about that, Colleen? You think there should be something for everybody? I think there should be something for everybody. And there should be a minimum. There should be a very low bar for because some people are desperate and they need at least a little bit to help open a window, to help open some hope, to help open to help start their path, and that's a very good point. Thank you, Colin. And oh, that's such a thing in the healing community. Like, healers are expected to give it away for free. I've gifted services, sure, but it's not a business if I always gift. Yeah. So it has to be a business, right? Now you can do it in an ethical way, though. He says college kids, he's drinking out of a red like keg party. I knew somebody was going to say that. That's so funny, Ty. I knew somebody was going to say that. I knew somebody was going to think that it was like a party cup. I guess it is a party cup. I bought. I I wanted to be easy today. I just pulled out one of the paper cups. I have a I have a stash of paper cups. Uh, Please do. I'm happy to receive a healing, says Curtis. Um, the old personal growth 9.99 the first month, 49.9 every month after. Also there's the 19.9 the 1999 line of personal growth hair care products available in the lobby. Well said, Phantom Outsider. Um, you got to meet people where they are, and hopefully they grow and don't stay stuck with all the minimum stuff. Yeah, you've got to meet people. That's a good way of putting it. You've got to meet people where they are, and you've got to meet people where they are. And I do think, I do think if you're good, you can help people, and you can at least get them on you can at least get them on the path, right? And so again, one of the reasons we're talking um, about this is because we're putting up the we're putting up the inspiration. Oh, I want to go the inspiration. Wait a second. All right. We're putting up the inspiration. Give me one sec. Give me one sec, guys. Um, awesome, Sci-Fi Mombi. You won't be disappointed. Give me one sec, guys. One sec. All right. So, so we've created this inspiration platform to bring people into a safe space where there are options to growing, and there's going to be different teachers, and there's going to be some familiar teachers. I will be teaching as well stuff, and there's going to be lots of options. And I really, as we're entering this pre-launch phase, because we're entering a pre-launch phase where the final work is being done on the platform. Lots of work has been being done on the platform. The platform is very elaborate digital um, construction, and it's going to look a lot like, to be honest, it's going to look a lot like a cross between Twitter and Instagram, but it's going to be a closed community. It's a private community, and well, private. It's going to be, it's going to have. You're going to be able to view some of it outside, but then it's going to be for members. And I want all of you guys. I want all our friends here at supporting of Orville Nation and the Inspiration TV channel to be able to join that and be part of that core group, um, and and to be able to have where I am, without saying too much, I hope that there will be content, and there will be inspiration, and there will be lots of powerful things on that platform, in that community, that you will be able to take away. And and when you feel you need to connect, with people who are like-minded people who are wanting to grow, right? Wanting to grow and better their lives and better the quality of their lives and better the surroundings, right? In their lives and in their families and in their friendships and in their communities. Um, you can turn to the inspiration platform. So that's where things are going in terms of social media, private, decentralized platforms. Colleen is Colleen is reading my mind. Is reading my mind. And cheers to Ty from my college party. It's just water. I promise, it's just water. I was just too lazy to get a glass. I was too lazy to get a glass, Ty. Enjoy that burger, by the way. You're making me hungry. So, so just to talk a little bit more in general, talking a little bit more in general about talking a little bit more in general about personal growth itself. So I really urge people, and Colleen was talking about kind of the healing aspect of personal growth, which is very powerful. But I want to also it's good if it's good to explore, because once you find people once you find people you trust in like little areas of the personal growth community that you trust, it's good to it's good to make friends there. And some of the best friends you can make in the world are like-minded people who are also trying to improve their lives, right? um but I also want you to understand that you also have to beware a little bit. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but not everything that's going to cross your path, right? And it could be crossing your path because it's coming up on some kind of advertisement on social media or whatever, but not everything that's going to cross your path is going to be for you. And it is good to try stuff, right? Hey, Rennie, good to see you. Enjoy that burger. Um, Bread so low doesn't mean happy hour started. Happy hour fan of something. That's funny. Um, there's no one size fits all. It's fun to try a bunch of different techniques. And so, yeah, there is no one size fits all. And sometimes, um, addressing that comment that Colleen is making, sometimes a coaching organization or personal growth um, school of thought or company or whatever you want to call it, or teacher, is going to want to try to fit everybody into a certain mold. And and when I say a certain mold, fit everybody into a certain program. Now, I would say that in general, mm, most people can benefit from most programs, and the degrees can vary. But the problem is when you overcharge people, like drastically overcharge people for a program. And the drastically overcharging of program is a problem. And then what happens is sometimes your client is not going to advance, right? Or they're going to want more at some point. Always, they're going to want to grow further. It could be either way. But in particular, if they don't advance, right? If they don't advance, they start to feel stuck. They start to say, well, what am I doing wrong? I'm not growing. I'm trying to do what the teaching that we're doing. I'm trying to follow the training. And what am I doing wrong? And a lot of times there is too much of, well, you're not doing it right. And that could be the case. It could be and it often is the case that somehow they're not doing something as in the ideal way. But um, Too often the response from the sales team or from the teacher or from whatever it is, well, you're not advancing because you have to work on this with our other program, and then the other program, and then the other program. And now these people have been drastically overcharged two, three, four, five, God knows how many times, right? And again, it can be very addictive because people truly, truly want to see their lives improve. And and a lot of times they can almost feel it, how it can improve, but something is holding them back. And something that's holding them back is usually some kind of inner sabotage, inner limitations. There's usually work that has to be done inside. And the problem is that a cookie cutter program cannot address the usually cannot address the individual aspects of your individual clients. And because so basically no one is completely prepared to properly coach a client, really, unless you spend a lot of one-on-one time with them. But if they're just following one of your classes or one of your programs or whatever, you're often expecting too much if they're not receiving some one-on-one time. So um and so often there is this guilt that is acquired by the client about, well, maybe I'm not, am I doing things wrong? And they're even feeling guilty about stuff, and they're feeling that even their self-esteem can go down because they feel like they're not making progress. And on top of that, they are blowing way too much money, usually being overcharged too much. And let me catch up with the chat one sec. Take care. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy, Ty and Rennie. There is things that happen when the further you go, the less obvious and dramatic the changes are uh, than they were in the beginning. That's true. That's true. In the beginning, they're changes the things can be more noticeable. In my experience, there's more nuanced and subtle changes that happen the more you work on yourself. Absolutely. That's a very, very excellent way of framing it, Colleen. Um, that's a great way of putting it. Thank you, my friend. So what I want to get at basically is, guys, improving your life, working on yourself is absolutely wonderful. It's one of the best things you could do for yourselves. But um, be sometimes you have to risk a little bit, right? Sometimes you have to risk a little bit, and you have to try stuff. And sometimes the risk might be, spending money. Now, but what I want to say to this is that don't go overboard. Try stuff, see what feels right, see see what groups feel right to you, see what teachers feel right to you. Don't go overboard, because at the end of the day, most of the information you really need is available. A lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of information is at the library, the public library, is at the bookstore, is online, it's on YouTube, right? Um, Sometimes people just don't know what to focus on. There is a lot of information out there. Sometimes people don't know what to focus on. Let me just say that there, in the English language, there is a lot more information than a lot of other languages. So if you're listening to me and speak about it in English here, you definitely have an advantage in English. But that journey of personal growth, by the way, is something that everyone should be doing. Every single person should be on that journey, because we are on that journey. We are on that journey, and sometimes people don't want to recognize it, or they need to, it's something that they're setting aside because, we're here to live life and and maybe that they're not as focused on that, right? But and some people are not focused at all. But ultimately, our souls are here to learn, right? We are here to learn. We are here to grow. We are here to experience and to have fun and to learn, and but ultimately to grow on some level, right? And and so and I don't want to babble too much, but um, the the striving to improve your life in many different ways, right, is is a good thing, and even financially, not just spiritually or relationship wise or whatever, but even financially, because a lot of times the system we live in um, is the lack of finances causes other has causes other stresses and other anxieties, and so you have to you should be working on improving your life in many different ways, many different areas, excuse me. Hello, Maria, good to see you, Maz. Reverend Shinzai is in the house. So it's important to strive. It's important to want to improve. Um, and just I guess I'm just saying, look out, for yourself, and there's so much that can be done with very little. You don't need to go crazy spending money in improving your life, but there has to be some level of initiative. Sometimes that initiative is time, is focus, is listen, discipline. Discipline. A lot of times it's discipline that is, helping you um, improve. If you're working on something, you're trying to achieve a certain level of, let's say, habits, improving your habits or a behavior, that has a lot to do with discipline. But in general, um, so anyway, in general, guys, um, we all need to strive to improve our quality of life. And the reason we put this inspiration platform together is because, and the link is below, right? And I'm also putting it again in the chat. Um, join the waiting. Reason we put this community together is because we want a place for everyone to go and enjoy and celebrate improving the quality of life, and to be inspired. Inspiration means to be inspired. If you are not celebrating life, if you are not inspired on a daily basis, you should be. You should be. And we should all strive to feel that daily inspiration to have a wonderful, wonderful life. And there can be a lot of times, guys, where life is not great. But how you react and how you respond to it is the secret and the key. And it's all and not and it's the key to making it get better as well and improve. And there's so many things. Our friend Tim Tactics over there talks about the installation, and there's so many things in our community, I'm sorry, in our world that can be detrimental, right? There's so many things in our world that can be detrimental to to um, to ourselves. Community and support is a key component too, and that kind of support and having friends, people who, that phrase, Colleen, in personal development says the further you're gonna end up like with, or your results or your life is gonna be basically at the the average of the 5 people you hang out with, right? You guys have all heard that. Maria's heard that. Colleen's probably heard that. And so community and support is important. And it is important to meet people who are aware, because we are all on the journey of personal growth. The question is, the question really is, are you aware of that you're on your journey, and are you striving to actively improve yourself? And so meeting other people, and thank you for this comment, Colleen, because meeting other people and wanting to be on that journey is essential. And to be surrounding yourself with other people who are aware and who want to be on that journey too is important, because it's gonna support you in your growth. And hello, Lady Miss, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, Basco, Gaisho, my friend. Good to see Basco. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Hey, man. And the lovely Lady Miss is in here, of course. And oh, let me do something real quick. Let me do something real quick. All right. So, good to see all of you guys, all our friends in here. And hello, Sente Donnie. Good to see you, Donnie Don. Hope everyone is well. What do you think of my new profile pic in honor of the 50th anniversary of Super Sentai? Oh, wow. That's a dandy. A dandy profile pic there, my friend. Good to see you, Donnie Don. So, guys, basically, the inspiration platform is a place for you to connect with everybody who's on that journey, who's aware that they're on the journey, because we all are. Even the people who aren't in the community are on the journey. They just don't realize it, but they are. We're all on the journey. And to connect with people. Hey, Troy, good to see Mr. Troy Pacellian here. And guys, those of you who have wrenches, please put in your activities, right? Please put in your activities, your streams coming up. Bosco, Troy, everybody who's streaming, putting up content. Maria, I know you're doing a stream this week, Maria. I know you're doing a stream, because if you aren't, Maz, I'm gonna have to be tough on you. NPC, people who are on the journey but not aware. Yes, NPC. There's Joe. Colleen, when we talk, I'll tell you a little joke about NPC that I say in private to people or in closed sessions. So the inspiration community is going to be a safe place for all of you to go, a safe space to enjoy and to have more content. Wait a second. More content of that will help you guys grow and be inspired. And sometimes, we're talking a lot about personal growth, but there's going to be all kinds of stuff that's going to be inspiring you. We want to do all kinds of stuff that's going to inspire you. That's why we try to do. That's why I'm talking about it's going to be a cross between Gaia and Mind Valley, which is strict personal growth, right? And Discovery Channel. It's going to be kind of a little media / personal growth community. So it's going to be it's going to be kind of a media company, but as well, personal growth hub. So that's the big hubbub of the hub for Inspiration TV. And there you go. You got a stream coming up there for Mambi. And I hope you feel better soon. And I want to say this because I know there's a lot of people hurting, and I know there's people in our community that are hurting, and without mentioning any names, lots of people are going through tough times, and I want to send lots of love to everybody who's going through a hard time, tonight or this week or this month or this year, and want everybody, guys, if you can, everybody, if you can, put a heart in the chat. Take a second and put a heart in the chat for sending. Let people know that everyone in the community is rooting for them and is supporting them, and put some hearts in the chat, guys. Put some hearts in the chat, and let people know that that we are, sending our love out to them. So thank you, guys. That's wonderful. All those hearts. It's wonderful. And one second. Where was I? Yes, look at all those wonderful hearts from everybody. And just like the Care Bears. Exactly, just like the Care Bears. Very well put, my friend. And let me let me all right. So thank you, guys, all of you, for all those wonderful hearts, and we're sending all that to everybody who's going through hard times. And some of those people might be lurking, some of those people might be watching us later, or some of those people might not even know we're streaming at all, but they're going to receive that positive energy and that love that we are all sending. So 7 hearts represent the first 7 colors of both Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Donnie Don, it's always wonderful to have such positivity from Donnie Don in the chat. Always good to care about others. Yes. And look at that. Ranker Steve, the poster boy for masculinity, the men of men. Ranker Steve is in there with his Hannibal cigar and his cowboy hat. And guys, make sure if you're just coming in, you guys are subscribing to. Make sure you are subscribing to. I don't mean subscribing. That's not the right word. Not subscribing. Make sure you guys are signing up to the Inspiration Community platform that is going to be up and running in a few weeks, and that is going to be free for people who are signing up. It's in the chat. It's below. I'm sorry, it's below, and then I'm also putting it in the chat. Go to Inspiration Club, guys, and make sure you are registering for the wait list, and you guys are basically going to be access to the community for free. To our Orville Nation peeps, supporters. Thank you, PJ. Second syllable pronounced like Sentai. That's true. So you're right. I know that. See, I know that, Donnie, but I know that. I know that. Thank you, my friend. Sentai. I know that, but I goof it up. Awesome, Curtis. Thank you, my friend. And this is and this is just really a gift for you guys. We just want um, we just want everybody to be able to be part of this community. Now, I want to say one more thing, and I want to say one more thing because I see that Reverend Shinzai is in here, and Colleen is in here. She's also does healing, and Reverend Shinzai does like healing and counseling as well. So listen, one thing that's gonna one thing that's gonna happen is that once the platform is up, um, people who are teachers, coaches, healers, whatever, people who do some kind of teaching and coaching, right, can have their profiles as a teacher and coach or whatever in whatever area they are. So it's going to be a place for you to find prospective clients. It's going to be a place for them to find you, and it's going to be a place for you to be able to post and to be able to share who you are and to be able to uh, get your message out. And I also want to say that for people who, and this is not a big, it's not a really a big thing with people with coaching and teaching and mentoring, but basically with regards to censorship, the censorship or the problems that you people have with YouTube, or their content being affected somehow by the algorithm or by their just by the wording or whatever it is. There's no problems with on this platform in the community. There's no problems with censorship, of course, unless it's something absolutely inappropriate, right? If it's something deemed absolutely inappropriate, of course it will be. But nothing to do with like YouTube censorship at all. This one. Um, everybody talking in code on YouTube to get past the algorithm is always so funny. Like we're all secret spy. Exactly. Yeah, and it's funny because people, yeah, and some, yeah, it's people are talking sometimes in code, and and like you can't say, you know, like you can't say the word, like you can't say COVID or you can't say, yeah, it's bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's meaningless. It's silly, and it's funny because we're all, you know, well, we're not all adults, but most of us are adults in here, right? And we act like adults. So I think that yeah, the whole censorship thing, it should be censorship should be saved for extreme situations and not for curtailing freedom of speech. So that is not going to be an issue. And like I said, it is a great place for people like Maria, Reverend Shinzai, and Colleen, and others to find your, to connect with people and for them to connect with you. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for being in here. And you know what? Let's finish this off. Let's finish this off today. I want to ask, let's finish this off with some gratitude. Tell us something you're grateful for today, guys. We should have started that way. I always start stuff that way. Something you're grateful for. What are you, something you're grateful for today or this week in your life? I get we shouldn't promote violence or be rude to each other, and I can understand we shouldn't use the F bomb every other sentence, but yeah, I hear you, Curtis. I think the one that bothers me the most is you can't talk about topics that people need the most to have open conversations about: abuse, depression. So, yeah, that's a good point, Troy. Yeah, there's conversations that should be had, right? And there's conversations that should be had, and a lot of us have, I think most of us, right, have indicated that we I think most of us have indicated that we are channels for adults and not kids because you know um, for the advertising purposes and stuff, and for the content, right? Um, yeah, people need to talk about things. So, guys, I want to kick off the gratefulness. I am so grateful for all of you being here. For Colleen, for Troy, for Sentai, Donnie Don, for Mambi, for Maria, for Connie, and for everybody who's been in here, and everybody who's going to listen to us on the replay, and grateful for all of these online friends. Um, I'm grateful I happened upon your live stream, VJ. Looking forward to connecting with you soon. Awesome, yes, Colleen. And and obviously I've seen you here before, so please connect. Yeah, that's we have some common ground to discuss, my friend. So please do. Looking forward to that. Um, I'm grateful for you and everyone here. Thank you, Donnie, and likewise grateful for Donnie Don, and for everybody here. Absolutely. I agree with you, Troy. They need to let people talk. They do. I'm grateful for the good Lord above. Yes, likewise, Donnie Don. Thank you, my friend. And Connie is back. Hail chat. Hail Connie. Connie is back. We've been talking some personal growth. And talking about personal growth in general and talking about the inspiration community that is going to be up in a few weeks, God willing. And it should be up because I've seen it. I've physically seen the inspiration platform, and I am involved in it. And because I am involved in it, it's not like some things we have talked about in the past. I am directly involved in the inspiration platform, and we are that baby is going up. That's coming up soon, guys. I'm grateful for my support system and friends. That's awesome, Mombi. That's awesome. I'm grateful for my dog, for this community, and for prayer. Oh, thank you, Curtis. That's awesome. Yeah, and we are all grateful for Sci-Fi and Mumby and Curtis and Connie and everyone in here. I'm grateful I have a few sane people I can talk with when the world seems to be freaking out too. Always feels good when they also tell me they're glad to get to talk with me too. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? And let me add one thing to Connie's comment. I mean to Colleen's comment. There's a lot of people out there who can have probably probably most anybody out there can have right now. There seems to be a lot of roller coaster of emotions, and I think we're all susceptible to lots of changes going on, right, of all sorts. And I'm not going to get all disclosure-ish on people, but or metaphysical on people, or too philosophical with people. But we're going through lots of changes, and I think we're going to be going through a lot more. So um, it's good to sit back, observe, and don't don't be um, try to control the levels of emotion, because even if you're on a high, you can then come down on and have a low. And so try to control emotion a little bit. I think we're all going to be going through lots of these are going to be interesting years ahead, right? And there's a lot of people talking about the shift and our humanity shifting into a new age and stuff. And there's lots to be said for that. But listen, the world is not as crazy as it seems. Okay, lots of people are saying, "Oh, the world is crazy" and stuff. It's not. It's not. It has a lot to do with our perception. It has a lot to do with a lot of things that are going on in society. It has a lot to do with people who are screwing with society, and it has a lot to do with stuff that's happened in the past, and we've been conditioned to. Oh, thanks, Curtis. But it is wonderful to have a few sane people to talk with, and hopefully those few sane people are in this chat and in the community and then in the inspiration community, and oh, look at there, Reverend Lee Fisk is in here. Pastor Pastor Lee is in here. Good to see you, my friend. And there's another one. So yeah, so the inspiration platform, guys, is also a place for you guys to connect and make sure you guys are signed up. Good to see you, Mr. Fisky. Um, Seeing with the physical eyes something that you've only ever imagined is something else. Am I right? That is a excellent way to put it, Colleen. Seeing with the physical eyes something that you've only ever been imagined is something else. Yeah, I think interesting times are coming. Interesting times are coming, and listen, I don't talk about this a lot, but on the last stream, you guys realized that something strange happened in the last stream. And I'll talk about that in a. It's a little tiny paranormal thing that happened, and it's toward the. I forget where it is actually. Um, but yeah, we had a little orb visit there. The lights dimmed, and we have a little orb visit. So I'm gonna probably talk about that at some point. But good to see everybody. We're saying hi to Lee, um, and just another day for you to be in paradise. Yeah. So listen, lots of people are saying, "Oh, the world is crazy out there," and it is a little crazy, but it's not as crazy. It's not really that crazy. Things are better now than they've been in many points in history, and they're just going to keep on improving. And what we have to do is to settle down and enjoy and celebrate life. And when you see that people are upset, ease their ease them. When you see that people are worried, ease them. When you see that people need to talk to them. When you see that people are reaching out, they need help them. Take care of each other, guys. We need to take care of each other. And gratitude determines your attitude, I think you meant, or your altitude. Gratitude determines your altitude in life. I think you meant attitude. Love, spiritually, and everything in life. Thank you, my friend. Yes, Pastor Lee. Now is very much create your own reality time. Yeah, very, very, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad you said that very clearly, Colleen, because um, it is truly a time for us to realize that we are not subjected to our environment. We are part of our environment. Um, but in reality, the environment is part of us, right? And your eternal being is not tucked away somewhere inside your skull, right? Um, it's more like your whole reality experience. And see if Colleen says about this. Your whole reality experience is really an extension of you. So your whole little universe that you're experiencing is really an extension of you. And as crazy as that might sound to some people, um, it very much is that way. And it also allows you, and starting to see things from that perspective allows you to influence. And like Colleen says, create your own reality. You can influence and even mold your reality and improve your reality on a whole different level, not just regular personal growth type stuff, but on a whole different level. You can improve your life and your reality and improve it for others as well. I'm grateful that I even exist with all the vastness of this universe. I am here to live in it with all its amazing wonders. Is fabulous. That's beautiful, Lady Miss. Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful. Love that. And um, Okay. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. Desiderata. Um, Thank you, Curtis. Absolutely. Yeah. And God, listen, it doesn't matter how you, it doesn't really matter exactly what your definition of God is. As long as you are aware of that there's a higher power, and that higher power, somehow you're a part of that higher power. And I like very much the idea of, as sometimes people talk about in spirituality or in personal growth, imagine God as this vast ocean, right? And you are putting, you know, somebody, God put the took a cup of that water out of that ocean, and that cup of water is the same salt water that's in the whole ocean. It's the same. You're made of the same stuff, but you're in this little container, separate. You are literally a piece of God, right? You are literally a piece of God. So you are the same as God, but also have you're also being allowed to experience this individuality. It's kind of like, mm, well, I don't want to get too much into it now, but let's kind of like, God literally splitting himself into all these little containers. And I have some friends who like to use the word container a lot. um, and it's a good word for talking about all this. I think it has I think it was Heather Cox Richardson who said, joy is resistance. Interesting. Joy is resistance. Interesting. Do you want to elaborate on that, Colleen? I want to see if I can get the right feel for what you're saying. Joy is resistance. Heather Cox Richardson. Look that up. Lord knows I need help. Maria needs help. Uh, and whatever your labors and aspirations into this noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham drudgery and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Curtis. Yeah, and that is a wonderful positivity coming from Curtis to kind of wind down the stream. If you can't tell, that is one of my favorite poems. I can tell. I can tell. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you so much for sharing that. Um, Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff, guys. Back from the errands. Oh, okay, he's back. He's back. Um, all right, my friends. We're gonna wrap up, and we're gonna wrap up, and don't forget. And by the way, let me say this one thing too. You guys can share. You guys can share the Inspiration Club link for the waiting list with anyone you want, and please do actually share it, because the more, I want to spread the message. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. The more people we have in this wonderful community, the better. And to celebrate life, to celebrate all these wonderful things that are coming, and like Connie was saying before, I'm sorry, Colleen was saying before, um, we're 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 all gonna start to learn how the law of attraction. With all the talk of the law of attraction, is just the law of attraction. The concept of the law of attraction is just opening a small window, and now that window is going to get bigger, and it's going to become a door, and humanity is going to start to walk through that door, and we're going to start to understand what it is to interact with our environment on a whole different level, right? And thank you, Colleen. Joy can be a way to resist tyranny or the like, insofar as you can still live your life and be happy and celebrate at any time. I see. I see. Okay. I see the spirit of what you're saying. You get to choose. Absolutely. Yes. That's very, oh, thank you for that. Okay. I totally understand that statement. Thank you. It's very Viktor Frankl as well. That idea. Thank you, Colleen. Um, and Heather Cox Richardson. Okay. And yeah, it's very Viktor Frankl too. Of course, Viktor Frankl was the psychiatrist, German psychiatrist, the Jewish psychiatrist who spent his years in World War II in the concentration camp and survived, and then became the founder of a concept called logotherapy. And logotherapy is basically doing therapy with people, helping them find their purpose in life and their mission in life. So very important stuff. And so yeah, that thank you. So many wonderful. Colleen, please reach out to me. Love to talk to you. So many wonderful gold nuggets from Colleen today. Don't feel guilty about being happy. Um, so important because so important not to feel guilty, because a lot of times people do feel guilty, and they're for whatever reason, either they're feeling guilty because other people are having difficulty, or they know people are going through stuff, or they don't feel like they're worthy of being happy. And if you're somebody out there who's not feeling worthy about being happy, you absolutely have to. You're totally worthy of being happy and joyful and having good things in your life. You deserve all the good things that are coming to you today and this week and this year and in your life. You deserve it. So thank you. Please, Colleen, reach out. Maria Fiske, Pastor Fiske. Oh, awesome, Colleen. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you. I will respond. Guys, so I want to say thank you to everybody who has been in here. So wonderful. We had a wonderful conversation. I'm sorry for all the trouble that we had. This stream was literally set up 2 days ago, and it has been an insane 48 hours. But we have finally had the stream, and we're going to be having lots more to stream about. Um, or you spend so much time making others happy, you forget how to be happy yourself. That is a good point. Thank you, Reverend Shinzai. Thank you, my friend, my dear friend. That is a wonderful way to note to end our stream. So, on the last stream, I'm going to talk about it, Curtis. There is a on the very last here at the very last live we did, the one prior to this one. There is, you know, here, because Curtis is asking. It was really weird because I had just where is it? I didn't really notice anything while I was, because I'm busy talking. I didn't really notice anything, but I saw it on camera. On camera, I go dark, and this little light orb comes down. And it was after showing an Orville clip. I thought it was very curious. I wasn't sure whether to talk about it or not. But here, it's on this one. It's on. Oh, there we are. It's at Actually, it just popped up. So if you watch the around the minute 55, if you watch 55 and a half, 55:30 on this link here, Curtis. Um, 55:30 on yeah, around 55:30. So, oops, what happened? What happened? Oh, there we are. Okay. So but, but yeah, I guess so. I guess so, Philip. Hey, John, welcome. Hail to John Pantoriero. I hope I said that right. Pontoriero. I hope I said that right. Good to see you, John. Thank you for joining us. Um, so, um, yeah. It's around 5:30, 55:30, and I'll probably talk about it at some point. I thought it really caught my attention after. Not so. It was weird at the moment, but later I went back and watched it, and I watched it a couple times since the last stream, and yeah, it's very peculiar. Peculiar. It's very peculiar, um, and it's very it's interesting that this was caught on film. So, um, all right, gentlemen and ladies, it has been wonderful to have you here. Make sure you guys are, for those of you guys who are coming in, make sure you are signing yourselves up for the waiting list for the community, um, and the inspiration community. Here's the link again in the chat, and it's going to be a community for personal growth, for everything that inspires you, for wonderful documentaries, hopefully, that we are going to be putting together. And just join the waiting list because all the supporters of Inspiration TV and Orville Nation who are signing up are going to have a free access to that community, at least for a long period of time. And I don't have full control of the community, but I have a lot of influence. So I want everybody, all my peeps, to get in there. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Curtis. Thank you to my evil Vulcan friend, Philip Gaming, who obviously, again, Philip, I do think that if you meditate more, you will be less likely to be an evil Vulcan henchman, no matter what Terry Metalis wants to write dialogue for you. You will be less of an evil henchman if you meditate. Remember when T'Pol didn't meditate? Remember that screwed her up too. Hey, Donnie Don, Sentai Ranger Donnie, thank you for being in here. Thank you, Connie Clary. Thank you, John, for jumping in here, and wonderful to see you, John. Have you join us? And Lee, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Pastor Lee, for dropping in. So good to see you, Pastor Lee. And guys, again, the link for Inspiration Community, feel free to share it with anyone you want. The more people we have in this wonderful new community that we're building, the better. Colleen, it was awesome to connect. Thank you for being here, and it's good to see you again. And wonderful that I'd love to connect with you. Thank you for sending me that email. I will get back to you. And Reverend Shinzai, always good to see you. We have so much to talk about. We need to have meetings, Maria. We need to have meetings. A Lady Mist, Arg has been asking about you. Arg is not here, by the way. He's not here. At first I thought that that little orb thing was Arg's doing, actually. But he's not here, but I've been talking to him. And of course he's asking about Lady Mist and Akani and everybody. He's asking about John Beagle Dad. He's asking about all you guys. So John Beagle Dad, thank you for popping in here. Who else? Troy was in here. I'm sure Netter's not far behind. Good to see you guys, and Connie and Connie Cleary. Thank you for being in here, Connie. And Sci-Fi Mambi, he was in here. And thank you for Sci-Fi Mambi was prodding me because the time was off. So thank you, my friend. And I appreciate that. And everybody who's been in here, guys, and Doc, the Phantom Outsider, Doc Civil, I think. Adega is always lurking, of course, and the Ranker Steve. We got the Marlboro Man himself was in here, and Bosco Scenario, Kaisho, my friend, and so many of you guys were in and out. And had a few lurkers, so that's about as far back as I can go. I'm sure I'm missing several people, but that's about as far back as I can go. So, Phantom Outsider and Rennie and Ty, of course, and I hope you guys are enjoying that burger. And so, guys, okay, thank you. That is about as far back as I can go. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. Make sure you are. Make sure you are. Oh, Netter popped in. Oh, everybody's saying hi to Netter. All right, Netter's always around. Oh, Netter says hi. There you go. There she is. All right, guys, and make sure you guys dropping your links. How about some? About a couple Orville clips to get us in the mood. Yeah, and we'll be back with. I think we're going to be back with some post disclosure show next time. Talk a little bit of paranormal stuff and disclosure and stuff and fun stuff. Let's see. All right, very exciting times. Orville clips, says Curtis. There we go. Let's see. You know, I'm so happy that I was able to invite all of you guys to the inspiration community, and that reminds me of another invitation.
Oh my God, we've been tricked. They're coming.
Captain, those are my wedding guests.
What?
Isaac, did you invite the whole planet?
Affirmative.
Oh, Isaac. Yes, he invited everybody. Everybody. He invited everybody. So let's see. Oh, we haven't seen this one in a bit.
Hi, Isaac.
I wish to become intimate with you. If you are unoccupied, may we go on a date, followed by sexual conjugation?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you? Oh, yeah. So we had two Isaac clips. Two Isaac clips. The whole fleet. Let's see.
What do you say there now, Page?
I was just talking about you before, Arg. We were just talking about you. Good to see you, my friend. Are you? What, did you just get here? I guess you just got here. Okay. Well, good to see Arg. Good to see Arg popping in. I thought I heard something way in the back. Maybe the door opened or something. It's good to know Arg is back. Let's see. Let's find one more or two clips. Let's see. Let's see.
We should all get big bonuses.
That's a very short one. That's a very, very short one. All right. One more and we're out of here.
We're about to enter unexplored space. I know you're all just as excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the Force be with you.
The robot sounds like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Yes, Lee, Pastor Lee. Thank you for that comment. All right, guys. That's the news, and we're out of here. Let's see. Oh, that was a Norm line. Wasn't that Norm's line on SNL? All right. Guys, thank you for joining us, and we will be back soon. We'll be back soon with some more talk, Planetary Union Coach talk, some Latchcomb, or some post-disclosure or something else. We'll be back soon, guys. Thank you. Take care, guys. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. Have a blessed day, night, morning, wherever you are. Have a blessed week. And guys, you create your reality. Make it a great day. Make it a great week. Make it a great month. Make this a great year. Thrive in 25, guys. Thrive in 25.
It's all I've got to say.
By the gods!
Oh, come on, don't you bow to me. I'm not all that. I'm not even sure I'm all there.
And for all you hardcore supporters who are still here, the very final Orville Eclipse. Let's see. This is a Planetary Union Coach stream. So how about a little green? How about a little Dr. Finn?
What are these?
Cigarettes. People used to light the tips on fire and inhale the smoke.
Why? They contained a substance called nicotine, which caused an addictive rush. That is, until they got cancer, which at the time was often fatal.
The odor is very interesting.
It is very interesting. It is very interesting. Okay, guys. Let's see. Let's our exit. Where's our exit? There we are. Take care, my friends.
You're an interesting species. We'll meet again.
We'll meet again very soon. Take care, guys.